Hi, I'm Elena Moore and I'm a senior lecturer at the University of Cape Town. I'm also the director of the Families and Research Unit, which is at the Centre for Social Science Research Unit at the University of Cape Town. I completed my PhD in 2010 from Trinity College Dublin. And basically over the last 10 years, both in this Irish context and South African context, I've been working on the sociology of the family. And specifically, I've been working on matters of changing personal relationships and marriage and divorce. So within the Irish context, I am currently completing a manuscript on divorce, families and emotional work. And that looks at how parents who are separated and divorced manage family life over kind of a 10-year period. It's a qualitative longitudinal study. And I ask the questions of how parents remain connected, because I believe that they tend to remain deeply connected to each other. And how does that play out over the 10-year period? And what does it mean for mothers and what does it mean for fathers? And how do people manage to sustain such family life when they encounter others, they repartner and engage in blended family life or other family life? And how do they manage past and present relationships? So I argue in the book that they remain deeply connected, even though divorce we tend to think of the termination of relationships and end of a marriage or of a relationship. I actually argue that it continues long after the separation of the divorce, and in doing so, we demonstrate a kind of commitment to the former partner as maybe a parent of a child, but also to the children involved. And so that's currently being written up. And in the South African context, I've also been working on marriage and divorce and interstate succession, but it actually takes place in a very different context. And it's matters that pertain to customary marriage and customary and the dissolution of a customary marriage. So it's in a legal pluralist society where there is a recognition, an official legislative recognition of customary marriages. And under this new constitutional dispensation, the customary marriages have to be, are supposed to be in line with certain principles that are enshrined in the Bill of Rights. And we examine whether they are and how are they. And while we have, fairly progressive legislative reform, how is that lived in everyday life? And are they aware of these new laws? And are they aware of the rights that they have obtained through these new laws? And how are those laws, not just the laws, but the everyday practice of people in line with those laws as they see it or as the law sees it? So that's my work.